Oh, it's an extra quest as well. Wow! That fucking annihilated it. The guy jumped off and hurt himself. Amazing. Can I take these without going overweight? No, I'm overweight already. Oh god, by quite a bit as well. Fuck's sake, I'm always overweight. Alright, what's this going to get us? Damn, a lot of dead bodies. Let's go and talk to the dude. Berthold Fox.
That assist was a violation of corporate law if I ever saw one. Since it was to my benefit, and we're largely in lawless lands, I'll look the other way. C3 owes you one, stranger. You haven't seen Constance, have you? Ah, there's her torso. And that'll be her legs over yonder, never mind. I'm Berthold.
What in the void are you thinking, creeping around a mannequin like that?
At the time, I was thinking, please don't see me, oh law, I don't want to die, nah nah nah. Now I'm thinking it was stupid to come in here.
What are you doing here?
Killing marauders and hooligans, as I am handsomely paid to do. Of course, as me and Constance discovered, they ain't the only forms of life inhabiting these caverns. I owe you a debt for saving my neck, stranger, and I mean to pay it. There's a station up the way. It's where my C3s are posted. We can talk more there where it's safe. I'll be on my way, once I've gathered up Constance's parts.
So are these the guys we would have had to fight through if we didn't find him? This man is super relatable. How many times do you go hunting for mantiqueens, Cap? Because if it's more than once, that's too many times. More often than you'd like. Okay, yeah, that's too many times. I like this place, nice and colourful. Right, that's the way out. Is there any more junk over here?
Here they come.
There's a load of mines, so there must be. Oh, alright. Hello, guys. There was some people hiding in here. Lovely. Well, I'm only going to pick up stuff that I can break down, I think. Just because of weight issues. Those fireworks are still going off outside. Just a random leg. Yeah, that'll do. A little bit of extra loot there. Yeah, I need to store some more stuff. You know what it is? I've got so much food that I'm just not using. I'm just hoarding it. I think that's the issue. What did I think of your Cockney rhyming slang, Tron? I tried. I mean, I'm not by no means an expert, Tron. The problem with it was that I could see is that lemon is slang for something else over here. Like, if you call someone a lemon, you're basically calling them useless. Like, you fucking lemon. Yeah, I was thinking that, Cap. I might do that. It's my fault though, because I'm just hoarding consumables. I'm not even using them for the most part, apart from those raptidon meat, just to stave off my hunger from the not the perk, the floor. Sorry. What's my most controversial gaming opinion? GoldenEye has not aged very well.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
That's probably my most controversial one. Didn't do so much damage that time.
That's the last of them.
It's decently controversial, isn't it? Because that's one of those games that everyone remembers as being like the best first-person shooter ever. And it was good. And it's still good, I'd say, to a degree, but it's not as good as you remember it. I'm going to try this heavy machine gun. Okay, that does some pretty good damage. Holy shit. Very decent damage. What about you, Cap? Thought lemon was short for lemon and lime, which means time. It might be. But yeah, lemon generally, as slang over here, means like useless or crap. Like you're crap or useless or that kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Cap. Like, if I could get a, maybe if I could probably get old reliable, couldn't I? And increase its level and get it to that kind of DPS with a with a magazine increase. That'd be amazing. Got to find some use for all of it. Look, I've got 10,000 light ammo. See, the Ocarina of Time isn't that good and has aged terribly, or I really like Mass Effect Andromeda. Ooh, both of those are pretty controversial, I'd say. I liked Mass Effect Andromeda, but it's the worst Mass Effect. I did play it well after launch as well. I know this is the wrong way, by the way. I just want to see if there's any other stuff down here. Yeah, I played Mass Effect Andromeda after they fixed a lot of the bugs that it had. So that probably helped. Well, yeah, what about you, Tron? What's your most controversial gaming opinion? I like that. That's a really good question. Might have to try and remember that. You think it's the second worst, probably. Are you not a fan of the first one? Because the second and third one are very similar. How, like, play style wise. I gave you 1 out of 10 no tea, yeah. I thought that was a decently funny response. Which way is the actual way up the top? I think it's there, isn't it? You didn't really like the third one? Because they made me want to feel for Earthlot. Oh, okay. See, I love the third one. I just hate the ending. Bullshit.
Hey, Mannequin Slayer. Glad you made it in one piece. After all, not everyone's so lucky. Meet my corporate compliance crew. Then check out our weapons locker inside. I reckon you'll find something you like.
Ooh.
Then we call it even between us.
Thank you, Berthold. Why are you guys guarding this station?
We were hired to do so. Why else? You did get the memo that we're mercenaries? Our client's a bit unorthodox, sure. He calls himself the broker, and prefers the glow of a terminal to flesh and blood interaction. But I can't fault his work ethic. Our current gig's to stop, by means of lethal force, any creatures exiting the caverns, including but not limited to marauders, iconoclasts, and agents operating for the MSI.
I wonder who this guy is. Maybe he's not affiliated with anyone. Maybe he's just going for his own goals. Tron, not controversial game. No, your most controversial gaming opinion. So, like, I said that I don't think GoldenEye has aged very well. It isn't the best first-person shooter ever. And then Cap said that he doesn't think Ocarina of Time isn't that good and has aged terribly. While you think about that, I'm going to go for a quick pee. I'll be back in a couple of minutes because I want to say hello to the parents and stuff. So yeah, give me 2 or 3 minutes and I'll be back. I'm back. Cap, that was a really good question, by the way. I really like that question. I might have to steal it for in the future, perhaps. I have a Kit Kat. All right, let me read through what I've just missed. Just didn't care for the planet because the other two games made me not care for Earth, including that little boy. Then again, for me, Being the worst Mass Effect is a bit like being the worst MCU movie. Yeah. It's still like it's the best of a it's the worst of a great lot of games, right? It's actually not very excited for Andromeda, unlike most people. I was surprised that I liked it so much while people hated it. Ah, do you reckon that had a factor in your like of it then, Sol? Cap? Because if you weren't looking forward to it in the first place, then you know, your expectations are lower. And as a result, it surprised you a bit and you liked it more. Wait, Tron, what about Halo 1? What, you don't like it? You're right though, dude. Like, how did we play multiplayer FPS at like 5 FPS? On such a tiny screen, because obviously screens were smaller back then as well. All right, Reese. I think my most controversial gaming opinion would be that The Last of Us was a bit of a letdown. Can't say fully because I ended up dropping it not far in because I wasn't really hooked. That is pretty controversial, Reese. Mainly because I really feel like you should have finished that before you made a judgment like that. But you were scared. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, you've missed nothing, Cap. I was just reading through your Mass Effect analysis, and while I agree, I don't agree like that Andromeda. I still think Andromeda is the worst of a good bunch. You don't like Halo 1, Vom? Campaign is total garbage. People have nostalgia for it, but it sucks. I admittedly haven't been through it in a very long time, so I don't know how well Halo 1's single player holds up. I would like to play through the anniversary edition of that, just to see if it's any good. Yeah, same, Cap. There's a few like gaming opinions. I'd agree with you there. There's some gaming opinions I just cannot fathom though. But at the same time, like, it doesn't affect me, so, you know, like whatever you like, think whatever you want to think as far as games go. That's true, Reese. I feel like I can't help but feel your playstyle might have hurt your playthrough of Last of Us there. If you kept reloading over and over again. I don't know. I really liked it though. I love Last of Us. So Tron, a controversial gaming opinion. So like, I don't think GoldenEye's aged well. Most people would disagree with me. Cap said he thinks Ocarina of Time isn't that good and has aged badly. Again, I'd say most people would disagree with that. So do you have an opinion like that most people would disagree with? Oh, your first playthrough was the anniversary edition, Von. Right. Cap, I actually haven't played Ocarina of Time yet. That's one of my biggest games that I've never played through. So you just don't think Halo 1 is great, Tron? Again, I'd say it's fairly controversial because most people remember it as being excellent. Right, Reese. Yeah. Multiplayer's good, yeah. You just didn't like the single player. Oh, Tron, trust me, people do not agree that GoldenEye has aged badly. They really, really don't. I think because someone asked the same question on Twitter a while back, and I think I gave that. And, yeah, loads of people were like, what the fuck? Nostalgia is super strong, yeah, and I think it doesn't hold up in a lot of games. I was playing through the old Sonic games. I was kind of doing it as a semi-weekly thing, but that kind of fell off. And a lot of the old games, for me at least, personally, hold up very well. But it's a different type of game. I think platformers hold up a lot better than, say, first-person shooters, which have come a long way in the last, even the last sort of 10 years. They've come a long way. Whereas platformers from back then were, like 2D platformers, were kind of at the top of their game almost, and still hold up quite well. Here's another controversial one, maybe not so much here. I think the feel of the movement system in COD is utter dog shite. I don't know, that's very specific, Reese. I suppose you'd have to ask a bunch of Call of Duty fans and see if they agreed with you. No, it is. It's a nostalgia thing, Tron, definitely. Because you got to remember that was a lot of people had very good memories of the multiplayer in that game. And at the time, we didn't know any better because there wasn't a lot of great FPS games on consoles. I don't think GoldenEye is inherently bad, though. It's got some really interesting ideas in terms of like mission structure and doing stuff in different orders and whatnot. But yeah, I still don't think it's aged very well. You hated Modern Warfare, Couch. Also think pixels/sprites. Not sure about the correct technical term. Yeah, sprites is correct. In general, age a lot better than early polygons. Yes, absolutely, Cap. That is, I wouldn't say that's controversial though. Early PS1/Saturn/N64 stuff, like a lot of it just has aged fucking terribly. Whereas, I think 2D. I mean, the fact that we've got a lot of good 2D art style games now, I think speaks volumes as far as how, like, the staying power of games like that. Because, like, they're artistically more pleasing to look at than, like, a really terrible 3D PS1 game. Oh no, I'd agree with that. Yeah, Mario World has aged better graphically than Ocarina of Time. Absolutely. Debatable, Von. I think I think it definitely, like this like, for example, this game would certainly age better than some other stuff. But it's impossible to tell until we get far enough in the future that we've kind of like jumped another graphical hurdle, I suppose. Because I think that the jumps in graphics in the next sort of couple of generations are going to be relatively small compared to what we've had in the previous couple of generations. I could be wrong. I could be massively wrong there, but we're kind of reaching a how do I want to word this? It's getting more and more difficult and expensive to make more realistic looking games. Yeah, ray tracing looks great. It really does, but it's a massive power drain at the moment. Well, no, Tron. Sorry, Von. Sorry. At the same time, you're not going to hear people comparing this gen to PS1 games because whatever happens, PS1 games are always going to look worse. Like, in terms of like a bad PS1 game compared to like a bad Xbox One game. Yeah, AI may be criticised, yeah. At the same time, AI is quite a difficult one to get, like, really right. Because it could potentially make the game less fun. Depends what kind of game you're looking at making, I guess. I haven't, Reese, no. I haven't really seen any of those superhero TV shows. Apart from Gotham. Oh, the fish move away from you. I saw. Oh god, that was part of the Call of Duty Ghosts announcement, wasn't it? Yeah, no worries, Tron. I'll still be here. I'm here for another hour and a half or so. CGI is literally something you'd expect out of a school project. Wait, and is this something that hasn't come out yet? Right, now that I've caught up a little bit, I'll carry on with this a little bit. Kind of odd for a group of mercs to label themselves as a corporate entity.
The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient, not to mention stable structure history has ever shown us. Plus, corporations got certain rights not entailed to individuals. I lead the C3s. Addie covers our payroll and expenditures. Lance handles the human capital. And Donald is our charming public face.
Donald?
Our system works. We've racked up more confirmed kills than any other crew you can hire.
Right, I don't want them to die, so we'll let them chill out here. I think they've had a horrible day already. Donald!
I owe you for bringing the boss man back to us.
Thank the architect. Bertold's back.
Whoa, that was not the voice I was expecting to come out of Addy.
Got a problem? Maybe I can help.
Not at all. Oh, a thunder. Okie doke. Perfect for a young gun with a quick fuse. What level is it? It's 15 compared to 20. That's why it does less damage. That could be potentially good. Some of these weapons though, I don't think they're as good. I'll have to try and get that up to level 20 and see if that is actually stronger than the normal version. Because the thing is, that's got 3 modification slots on it. That's only got 1. I don't know. Right, so it's not out yet. Kind of, Tron. It's like a sandwich, isn't it, of some kind? Oh, hang on. Yeah, let's have a look. See if we can get this gun up stronger than the one we've got currently. .629. Compared to 629. See, this is the I'm disappointed. One of the things I'm disappointed with in this game is the loot. They're like, you've got this like these named weapons, and they don't seem to be any better than a standard one. In fact, they're arguably worse. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. I'm going to change that that out, the candy cane, for we'll give it the Impact Hammer Mark II, and I'm going to buff that up a bit. So what's Pavati's has got a bit of he's got plasma damage on it. Crit chance plus 10. Oh, actually, I'll keep that for one that I use potentially. Corrosion damage, Mr. Acid. So I want to kind of save these rarer ones just in case. Let's give power attack damage. There you go. Right. Oh, I got it right. Cool. Southerners call them hoagies, though. Right. And then cold cuts is just meat, right? Yeah. Yeah, Cap. I do. That's one of the German words that I remember from my school days. Montag. Admittedly, do not remember much from back in my school days. Not a lot at all. Right, control armor. Nope. Oh, picking up that one baseball or tossball card put us over the weight limit. Right, what's further up this hill then? Is this the way up, or is there... Because there was another bunch of guys back the other way. Everything is just kind of the same small variety of weapons and armor, but recoloured or renamed. Yeah, it's one of the only things I'm a little bit disappointed by. It's not horrible, but it could have been better. It could have been a bit more interesting, I think. Like, if you get a unique weapon, you kind of expect it to do either something really unique, or at least do a shit ton of damage. And it doesn't do either. It just comes pre-installed with the mods usually. That's it. Whoa, that guy exploded. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought we had floating beds there.
They'll never see us.
Yeah, I did German for a couple of years. Oh shit, shouldn't have picked that up. Yeah, I did German for a couple of years, and I did Spanish for like one. But honestly, languages were not for me. I didn't really have the mindset to be interested or take it in. And I absolutely hated talking in front of the class. I hated talking in front of the class in a language that I can speak, let alone one that I can't. See, we dropped languages after 3 years. Wasn't very good at German. Only language you ever got into was English. Well, Cap, you speak it very, very well. You guys tend to learn it from a much younger age, though, don't you?
Oh no. How the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
Alright, that's the summit. Look at that! Look how evil that looks. That's where our mate is, I guess. I want to go further up, just to see where that takes us. And then we'll take the marauders out. Is this anything? Sundered rock. Uh-huh. The Hammer of Olympus. It's just going to be a fucking normal hammer though, isn't it? Wouldn't it be great if this hammer was made by Hephaestus, but it wasn't. Aramid Ballistics made it. I'll keep it though. Just so we'll get rid of some meat instead. Oh shit, I didn't drop it, did I? Oh wait, I did. Oh no, I added it to junk, that's why. Shit. Oh, cool, it's a nice little secret there though. Start much earlier nowadays, but I already started at 10, 11. English I was lower than average usually, until I got into manga. Realised that English translated chapters usually came out 1 week before the German ones. Learned English by reading Naruto of all things. Hey! Dude, that's a That's a cool story, though. Loved a bit of Naruto. I know everyone's like, oh, where. It's just like, that's like baby's first anime or manga. That shut the fuck up. It's still good, arseholes. I still liked it. People like gatekeeping anime. Just gatekeeping in general is fucking annoying. I've probably been guilty of it at some point in the past with video games. Whoa! Only problem is this aims like shit. Not that it matters, because these two are just doing all the work anyway. Can you not? Your first anime was actually Sailor Moon, thank you very much. Oh no, I just meant in general, like, people are very much like that, aren't they? Yeah, this gun's like way more powerful than anything I've got, if wildly inaccurate. Oh, he's scared. Super scared. Just shot his arm off. Apparently before that I was into Attack Number 1, which I do not remember at all. I don't think I've ever heard of that, dude. Attack Number 1? I struggled to remember my first ones because yeah, there was a bunch of random ones that I saw on a channel
Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
late at night. But I think it was my first anime I ever watched was either Bubblegum Crisis, Cyber City Oedo, or Violence Jack. It was one of those three. Maybe Fist of the North Star as well. Might be in there. And yeah, it was late at night, so they all like hyper violent. It's called Mila Superstar in German. It's about volleyball. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen any like old volleyball animes. Yeah, I got into the hardcore stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was just awake really late. I mean, it was late for me anyway at that time, and parents had gone to bed, and I was just sitting watching the TV. And then we only had 4 channels on the telly at that point, so yeah, stumbled across that, and I was like, wow, this fucking super violent cartoons is the best. And ever since then, that was, you know, I've been an anime fan. Yeah, I think, yeah, most people have seen like a bit of Dragon Ball and Digimon as well, and Pokemon. First anime was Girls and Panzer. Didn't watch any more for another year or more after that. It's only after Attack on Titan you really got into it, right? Is Girls and Panzer even any good? It was just like tanks personified as girls, right?
You may not realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Hi, mate.
That's the last of them.
I think we're going to be alright here, you know? Just going to collect stuff that doesn't weigh anything. Just chuck more. Just more ammo is good. Can't go wrong with more ammo. or Adrenos and stuff that I can break down. Elite troop armor. I'm going to be putting a hell of a lot of this shit away once get back to the ship. Isn't Azure Lane is oh okay. Azure Lane is battleships as goals, right? Fucking hell. Barb, the new environmental controls terminal is now installed and running upstairs. Congratulations. You messaged corporate about it. You get to manage it. Consider this your official notice to hide its access card deep in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, preferably within the archives or in one of the station's other popular sections. Because I sure as hell will not allow our station's efficiency scores to plummet due to a pointless safety feature. Don't even think about testing the system out. The emergency sirens will make your ears bleed, and if you accidentally trigger the fire suppression system, it can suck the air from the room faster than the station's last performance review. That gives us an option of getting into that room, I guess. Oh shit, I picked up fucking cigarettes, didn't I? One small packet of cigarettes makes you too heavy to move. Yeah, exactly, Cap. I haven't watched a lot of Dragon Ball, but everyone's like, oh, it's so like, you know, it's so tropey. And it's like, no, it's because it made all of the tropes that it seems tropey. It's the same reason when like people complain about Aliens being super tropey. It's like, dude, Aliens invented most of these tropes in the first place.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face the intercom.
I'll do that in a minute, once I've searched around. Right, okay, Reese. I might pick up that they're doing a PS4 game of Azure Lane. If I can get it cheap enough, I might give that a whirl. Well, if it's good and it's cheap enough, I should say. I kind of have a thing for collecting anime games because they're the ones that are likely to be rare in the future. And I like anime, so. Give me the bits. Yeah, sure. I'm sure there were some, weren't there? But like that was one of the first things that was one of the first big anime over in the West.
Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown. Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
Right, let's see if that actually is there anything to buy on this. Nope, not anything that I want. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of a shitload of food because I just really don't need it. That's a bit better. And I'll just collect more. Right, so we have to go and talk to the dude. Didn't get Dragon Ball GT until 2006 in Germany, which as a child was upsetting for me. Then I never watched it when we finally got it. It's now also not canon, is it? Yeah, sure, Reese. Yeah, they are. I mean, yeah. I'm always a little bit turned off by anime that are based on mobile games as well, because most of them, the ones that I've seen, like look cool or they've got cool intros, and then they turn out to be fucking dog shit in the end.
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, she hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast.
He's not going to let us finish, is he? So say nothing.
I see why Nyoka tolerates you. Fine, I'll do the talking.
All right.
By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that, aside from you.
Why me?
You're here, and you're armed, aren't you? The feed's gone grainy, but it looks like you're packing deadly force. I know Nyoka is, for sure. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate.
I've already done it.
They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again.
How many Marauders broke into the station?
Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already, they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job, permanently.
What's in it for me?
Aside from the bits I'll be paying you, I trade in secrets, valuable ones for my vocation. I'm sure you can come up with something you might like to ask me about in person once I'm safe.
I'll see what I can do. Alright, we'll go and help him out. What's in here?
Making it look easy.
I think they've been dodgy about it not being canon, but it's also 100% confirmed not canon anymore. Oh yeah, Cap. I forgot to put it in the schedule on the Discord, but I'm kind of cancelling anime night for the meantime, just until I can figure out how my work schedule is going to affect things. But yeah, usually we watch stuff like once a week. It'd be cool if you wanted to watch with us, dude. Always after more people to watch with us. It's more fun watching stuff with more people. Did I give up on Langrisser? Yeah. I played it for a bit, Reese, and it was like, oh, this is alright. And then it's like, nah. I'm not really in the mood to play this sort of game at the moment. I think, if I remember correctly as well, ran out of stamina very quickly on that game. Yeah, cool, Cap. Yeah, more than welcome to, dude. What I'll do is, if you let me know,
Elevators to your right. Get ready.
remind me, and I'll tell you what you need to watch with us. Because we use a third-party program to actually watch the shows. We haven't decided what we're going to watch next either. Kind of wanted to watch that show, the new one that's just started with the dude that has a revolver for a head. Do you have a preference in stuff you like to watch? This is wildly inaccurate. Yeah, he didn't like that. Not going through ammo too quickly yet either. I'm Sadness. Somehow managed to get a gift sub for Ivy's channel. Changed username. I disconnected my Twitch Discord link. You know it's random, right, Pingu? Like, if someone randomly gifts a sub, it's going to give it to a random person, right? You knew that. I assume. It's a... I don't remember the name of it, but it's... this is going to sound weird if you haven't seen the trailer for it. But it's a show where one of the main characters has a revolver for a head. And it's just started this season. I can't remember what it was called. You can gift subs on purpose, yeah. Oh, those ones are actually targeted. Okay, fair enough. How is that She-Ra, the new one? I never watched the original, so I can't really... I don't have any... You know, I know a lot of people are going, oh, it's not like the old one. Well, no, it's not, because it's not aimed at you anymore, is it? Just wondered if people are moaning for no reason. No gun life, that's it. Thanks, thanks, Reese. That was one I was thinking of. Saying that, there's so much we could potentially watch. Atmospheric controls, auto-mechanical controls. Alright, I won't mess around with those. Not too bothered about that.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Whoopsie daisy. I guess that's where we can suck all the air out of the room. Like it a lot. Don't think it's supposed to be even close to the original one, which I haven't watched. You like animes that make you go, what the fuck? In a good way. Kill la Kill. Saranzanmei, I haven't heard of. But yeah, Kill la Kill, I'm a massive fan of. It's big, dumb fun. I don't like it as much as Gurren Lagann, mind you, but I like it a lot. I've got the collector's box set for both of those. Right, what's on this one? Inclement weather warning. Regional severe alert. Next 72 hours, chance of thunderstorms and severe thunderstorms, including lightning strikes, forecast across the mountain region. From V. Ramsey, subject emergency protocols. As I stated in my prior 4 messages, there is simply no cause for alarm. I swear to you, Hiram, the situation is under control. What you call a near emergency, I would consider a non-event. Yes, a high energy transmission was used for too lengthy a period of time, and yes, the generators cannot safely support that activity. Yes, and yes, they could have been damaged under load, but the point remains, nothing happened. We caught the issue in time, the engineers involved were reprimanded. I swear on my mama's grave it will not happen again. And please cease contacting me for daily updates on the status of the generators. Thank you, Val. The toilets. What in the black hole were you thinking, Val? At some point, space efficiency becomes the inverse to time efficiency, and one negates the other. What I mean is, how am I to do my morning business when the toilets are directly facing the open showers? You might like watching fellows scrub their jigglies while you take a steaming dump, but I don't. Sincerely, thanks for the peep show. Not really. That was sarcasm. Theodore. On the contrary, Theo, not only is it a spatially efficient design, but it also encourages simultaneous users to hurry their business. Don't like, don't look, or speed it up and move on. After all, the faster you're back to your station, the happier we all will be. Warmest regards, Val. Postscript, you take too many bathroom breaks, and you know it. That is one way to stop people from, or speed people's bathroom breaks up. Yeah, JoJo's good. FCL, you know what? I need to watch FCL again because I watched a really bad dub of it. No, really bad sub of it back in the day, and I didn't really understand what was going on. But I liked the look of it and the general, you know, the music was great. Was it the, is it the Pillows did the music, I think? Yeah, music was great, looks great. Liked it. Yeah, that's true. Hellsing Ultimate wasn't really well, there's a bit of randomness in there. Oh, you watched a good sub of it and didn't understand it. Okay, maybe it isn't that easy to understand then. I haven't seen the new series either. I know they just came out with one the other... Was it earlier this year, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, I think there's 2 new ones, isn't there? I don't know if they're like both part of the same series, just in 2 halves, but... Hello.
That's the last of them, I think.
This gun is ridiculous. Helps that I do more damage when I'm taking dot damage. Would you be sick of this Raptidon meat after a while, wouldn't you? Yeah, I mean JoJo's like super random, but I don't know. The randomness almost makes sense a lot of the time, doesn't it? Like how is this a power? Oh, okay, yeah, that works quite well actually.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. Do hurry on in.
Right, let's save our game here because I reckon this could go in a few different ways too.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
She's your friend and she's in need. You're the only one who can help.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
Right, cool. There's one thing, one other quest we can go and do. Oh yeah, Cap. Yeah, if you don't want to see dogs dying, don't watch JoJo. But you also like, you know, it's really good. It is very good. Not because dogs die in it, but it's just good, you know. Also, I feel like JoJo improves as time goes on, for the most part. All I've seen really seems like something you'd like, but also dogs dying is a no-go. I've got a friend like that, Cap, so I appreciate that. You're an info broker? What's that?
Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange, since you killed the Marauders for me. ask me what you will.
Oh, there's lots of things that are interesting here. What can you tell me about Phineas?
Not much, admittedly.
You must know something about him.
Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a Raptidon of another color.
I'm listening.
I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either.
Yeah, I'm not convinced by Phineas.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Let's talk about the board.
There are so many members. Do specify.
Got any compromising information on the chairman?
If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status.
So the chairman demonizes Monarch rather than welcome it back into the fold.
Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me.
Okay, that kind of changes things in regards to Sanjar then, if it gives them a lot of power. Pingu makes a very good point there. Like I think I forget what's the mangaka's name again? He kind of gets dogs. Gets dogs killed in that manga because then you really, really fucking hate the bad guy. Araki, that's it. Thank you. No, Elfen Lied isn't as good as people make it out to be. It's just... I think it's popular because it's like one of the first super hyper-violent animes that got really popular.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Oh no, see, I think Death Note's good. At least the first half of it. I didn't like the second half as much. I'm curious about MSI and the Iconoclasts.
They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know?
I could use some dirt on Sanjar Nandi.
Sanjar is not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights.
What do you mean?
I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1, once the other corporations had abandoned the planet. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night.
I'm curious about Graham Bryant's deep dark secrets.
Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago.
What's the story between MSI and the Iconoclasts?
You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership.
And there was nothing in it for you, huh?
Even then, I plied my trade as an information broker, albeit in a smaller capacity. Of course, I demanded an exchange for the data. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time.
Why did the partnership fall apart?
Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
I haven't read Bakuman Cap. Which one's that again? What's like the general gist of it? The most gruesome anime you've seen is Made in Abyss, Reese. Yeah, you've not seen anything yet. Two guys making manga trying to get an anime. Oh, I think I have. Yeah, I think I've heard. I think I know which one you mean. There's another one that I confuse it with, which is about a studio making an anime. I think. I can't remember the name of it though. Have you received any broadcasts from Earth?
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price. How low you seemingly regard my trade.
Right, Phineas sent me. He needs the location of the chemicals.
I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. It might take me a while this time.
Why's that?
I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. Luckily, however, the Iconoclasts have now gone silent. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Maybe.
If you did, then you would have had my impressed gratitude. Still, we need to get MSI off the airwaves. I will leave the means to that particular end under your discretion.
This is a problem? How?
The bandwidth! There's too much blasted background noise. Nothing gets through but their local broadcasts. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood.
Where is Stellar Bay? Can you actually get here before that? I'll ask it.
My former partner, Sanjar, transmits from his office in MSI's headquarters in the center of town. Don't let him try to fool you. While his messages might seem like gibberish, they are in reality coded business orders to off-world companies. I understand why he needs the bandwidth, but we had a deal and he's broadcasting ceaselessly.
Can't we cut them off from inside the station?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Sanjar and MSI to stop transmitting on their end.
I could just kill them all. I'll talk some sense into them.
You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. I may have...
Don't think we've got any other secrets for now, have we? No.
Nyoka, pick me up some Stimulotion and a bottle of purple berry wine when you're next in Stellar Bay.
I'm not sure I'm a fan of his. So there's so many pills around here as well. Flamethrower. Just break that down. Oh, that's a... Oh, is that Bakamon, Reese, I think? The guy that does calligraphy, right? I love that show. It's good. Right, anything else in here? Not sure why he needs a vortex mace. Trip blade. He's got purple berry liquor. Ah, I suppose is purple berry wine and liquor different?
Wish I could do that.
Awesome. That's a nice couple of mods there. Priority transmission log. Station's primary band is presently oversaturated with continual transmissions from sister settlements. Off-world signals are unable to be isolated for recording. Memorandum titled Clear Blue Skies, Mood Optimistic. Dare I say the future is looking bright. Indeed, I can run a full gamut of operations without ever leaving the sanctuary of the broadcast room. Sanjar and Graham are living up to their promises and have not interfered with initial broadcasts. The deal is holding, and I believe I can make a life here. Sneaky, sneaky, mood sneaky. Had a near miss the other day, nearly ended up with a board on my trail. We will mark that trial firmly in the failure category. One must experiment, however, to ascertain the best methods. I have found thus far that the most reliable method for evading detection within the limited frequency of Monarch's off-world transmissions involves duplicating regular news broadcasts on several unused frequencies. My information-gathering associates know to filter out the sounds in the vocal range, in turn isolating the embedded data. And the board's authorities are none the wiser. Playing Hazard has never been so thrilling, nor high stakes. Should have known, mood furious. Pox it all, those imbecilic children, in their hatred of each other, Sanjar and Graham have oversaturated my key bands. They'll take down each other alright, and me right alongside them. I should never invite them to play. But what to do now? What to do indeed? And then we can't broadcast because of what he just said. Ah, yeah, that's the one. Barakamon, that's it, Reese. Barakamon has probably the best ending music in an anime, I think. Yeah, that's the one, Cap, yeah. I guess I've left this till last because it was the main quest. I wanted to get all the side quests done before I dealt with it. Oh, cool. We're on another part of this now. Some more goodies. what's that for? Hang on. Always save before you press a random button. Probably doesn't do anything yet until we clear up the audio sources. Alright, I think that's a lot. You already interrupted them before you ever spoke to him. Oh, okay. I don't know what I haven't done with Sanjar then to cause them to stop. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Right, so return to Lilia. Have evidence that UDL has been secretly developing a crowd control gas on Monarch. This is the proof Sanjar needs to make his appeal to the board. Right, let's go back to Stellar Bay. I'm not sure who we're going to be sort of dealing with in this. Like, are we going to have to decide between the broker, Graham, and Sandar? But yeah, no, Brackamon's great. I'd if you want a like good slice of life anime, that's one I'd recommend. It's feel good. Sanjar all the way. I know you like Sanjar. I know this all too well.
What job did the board assign you when you came of age? Bet it was something real neat, like professional flexing.
Wilderness patrol. Plenty of folk traveling on foot out there, even back when there were roads. I protected them from raps and the like.
Oh gosh. And here I was jawing about how I was watching your back. I'm probably more like to get in your way.
Everyone needs someone watching after them. Even me. Even if I ain't keen to admit it sometimes.
Right, how's this going to go?
You should know you're getting excellent reviews from across the company. What can I do for you?
If you're looking for a corporate presence, I met some mercenaries affiliated with C3.
I'm sorry, who?
A bunch of jackasses. C3, corporate compliance crew.
Ah, them. They're hardly a corporation. More like a jumped-up band of thugs with certain pretensions. The evidence I'm hoping for would implicate one of the board powers. Anti-Cleos, Spacer's Choice, UDL, someone of that caliber.
Not that we don't appreciate your diligence.
Okay, I need MSI to stop broadcasting your jamming Devil's Peak station.
You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
There must be another way for you to do business.
Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. If we can find proof that one of the companies on the board is also active on Monarch, that'll give me all the leverage I need.
Fine, but then you're stopping those broadcasts.
You have my word.
Right, okay, so we've got this data cartridge then. It could be, yeah. I don't know. I think Pavati can tell a joke, right? As time, spends more time with us, she loosens up a little bit. That's probably it, Cap, yeah. Found a data cartridge with details of UDL's secret experiments.
Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the Reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge?
Oh, did I say I had a data cartridge? That's just what I call my left tit. I kind of want to say that. Oh, I kind of want to. You know what? I'm going to say it and then reload.
That seems unnecessarily complicated.
It's actually very funny, sir.
Now I'm confused. Do you have evidence against UDL or not?
I need to go back because I want to see what he's talking about with the Reformations. Time for bed. My left tit wants to go there. I hope you and your left tit have a good sleep, Pingu. See you later, dude. When I say left tit, yeah.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
That's
Anyway,
totally what I mean, yeah.
Yo- I'm. Yep.
Not. You're getting.
Right. Not so fast. What are these reformations you're talking about?
I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
You are? You could do a lot of good around here, you know. Don't go getting my hopes up.
But that's entirely the point. We've got to hope. We have got to partake once more of the full resources and opportunities of Halcyon.
What about the folks out in the wilderness? Amber Heights, Fallbrook. Will you share with them, or will you hoard those resources here?
My sincerest hope is for MSI to become a model for all of Halcyon. But we must start somewhere. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course.
Right, okay. What if you say maybe I don't? Does he just back out of the conversation, I wonder? I'll give him the data. Here you go.
I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Okay. It's still not sitting right with me. Everything here. Ooh, ranged weapon skills +5. Is that better than what I've got? Leadership skills go down. I get a lot of armor. Skeletal muscular adreno stimulator. Oh, it does look cooler, doesn't it? Even though I can't see it. I'll keep that. I'll use that one and then keep the other one for dialogue skills. Actually, it does drop my leadership skills quite a bit, I think. Let me have a look here. Yeah, I'd be doing less damage, I think. I think I'm going to have to change it back. Because hang on, how much does that actually do? Yeah, look, it gives me 20 extra inspiration and determination. Yeah, I'll keep that one on for the moment. You're locked into giving it to him. Approaching the end of the planet, as you likely guessed. Don't think Graham cares about that. Oh wait, guessing that you had a choice whether to give the data cartridge to him or Graham. No, doesn't look like it anyway. If it was a secret choice. Right, so now I've just got to go back to the broker. Yeah, I'm going to fast travel. But I can't. I can't fast travel from out of a town, can I? Or can I? It didn't seem like there was any way. Well, actually, I don't know if there's a way to zoom out of the map of the town that I'm in. You can. Ah, fuck. I've been wasting my time with these loading screens then. God damn it. There's 2 maps of you in town, right? I just wasn't looking at the thing properly then. My bad. Devil's Peak Summit, please. Thank you. Yeah, probably it must be Cap. I just wasn't looking closely enough. I kind of just assumed that you couldn't fast travel from inside a town. Makes sense though, because you can fast travel into one, so why wouldn't you be able to fast travel out of one? I'll have a look next time I'm in one. Oh, come on, please. Can't fast travel from inside a dungeon. Yeah, I would have assumed that's the case.
Hiram's home. Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside.
I wonder how they punch a signal through the gas giant's magnetic field. Can't be easy.
Hudson?
All's quiet again. Thanks for the easy payday, stranger. Maybe C3 ought to hire you.
You can't afford me.
Only good marauder is a dead or dying one. Slick work.
Can't afford me. Cap, without like spoiling it, I'm not sure how you would spoil it, but how much of the game have I got left after this planet, would you say, roughly? Bearing in mind that I'm meticulously searching everywhere, and as a result it takes me a bit longer. Kind of reminds me of Geordie LaForge. I mean, it was more goggles rather than a visor, but I see what you mean. Oh, sorry, yeah, it was over here, wasn't it? Or was it? Wait, what? Wait, have I got to go around? I've got to go through the front door. For fuck's sake. Okay. So maybe like 10 hours or something? I want to see how strong we can make, like if I can tinker with the weapons a bit more. See how strong I can make that stupid machine gun. Right, okay. Because potentially tomorrow I might do a longer stream and just try and finish this off if I can. Because that'll be the last one I'm able to do before I start work. Right, okay. It's kind of weird how the board's propaganda looks like communist propaganda. Is it that weird? A propaganda poster looking like a propaganda poster. I swear there was a body there that just like suddenly disappeared. Right, how's this gonna go?
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me.
MSI and the Iconoclasts are no longer transmitting. Is the data ready?
Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem in the end?
Does it matter? Job's done.
Is that so?
I helped both MSI and the Iconoclasts get what they wanted.
I don't know how. The two are diametrically opposed and impossible to please. But it matters not how you fixed my problem, only that you did. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
Phineas doesn't trust many people. How'd he hook up with you?
You make it sound so scandalous. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history.
Now you hold on. I do not physically go between anyone but that of my choose. Oh, apologies. You meant, right. Yes, I braved the wilderness so you don't have to.
Precisely. I really ought to give you a raise.
That sounds good. Disappearing bodies say Clive must still be around. Yeah. Can we have a 2-minute pee break after talking to Hiram? I'm going to be finishing soon, Cap, because I need to get some food in me. So I was gonna finish after the planet was done. Can you wait? And I better have a whole new checklist of crap to do before it works, right?
Ugh, don't be ridiculous. We're resetting a broadcast tower, not filing taxes. There are no errands, spreadsheets, or rituals involved. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
Do you want to go now? If it's only going to be like a minute or so, I can wait if you want. I'm sure the guys won't mind waiting a minute. Because I don't really want to do a break so close to the end of the stream. I'm going to have to assume you've gone now. I'll keep talking to him. Just tell me if you've not gone yet. Except it needs 3 keys before it'll activate, and I have to find them, right?
Eternal, no. What is wrong with you? Who would ever design something like that? However, you're welcome to brew me a Rizzo Insta coffee from the staff kitchen on your way back. Just step outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood? Good. Marvelous. We're in agreement.
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know. It's always throw this lever, shoot that marauder, save my life. Just one thing after another with you.
If that's really all, let's just get it done with and be on our way.
Got it.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
Cap, are you okay? Are you sorted? Are you done? So what can I actually do with this? Begin broadcasting. No, okay, that's cool. I have to do this other bit first. Okay, sweet. That was quick. You're not messing around. Right, how's this gonna end then, I guess? Oh shit. Tom's on the whiskey. Hello, Tom. It's not a big house I live in. No, true. A lot of people take their time though. Alright, let's flip this switch then.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
Happily, I won't bother you again.
Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior.
Really?
But I must admit, I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain. What in the void-blasted hell is that?
Give me a second, Modern. We've just got shit happening. Is that the gunships? That wasn't our ship, was it?
Black holes. Did you see that?
The fuck? Modern, thank you, dude. For the 10 months. We got the new sub alert there too. Sam, when we drinking next? I'm not sure, Tom, because I'm not sure what my rotor is yet, but I will let you know. It was a gunship. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was going to say, if it was our ship. How are you, Modern? Whose ship was that?
Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect saved me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram, are you there?
Oh, it's a reunion. Group hug. I really should have just killed all of you. Continued sub, continued sound. I like it. It's clever. Actually, Modern, you know what? I didn't actually think of it like that. I was just going for cool sounds that were Sega related, but that actually really works. Oh god, Tom is really, really drunk. Oh, it's a reunion. Group hug.
Not without a physical contact waiver. Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
Surely we could talk this over.
Ah, I see you learned nothing while dealing with these buffoons. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel. I am more than finished with you lot.
Jumpstart the tower. So we're going to have to pick between the two then. Speak with Phineas. Alright. I've been very up and down as far as what I wanted to do with this. See where the ship lands. Can we actually go back in? I wanted to see what was going on with that message thing on the computer. I didn't read it properly, so... Don't be modest, you are a genius. A flawed genius, Modern, definitely. Oh, Thomas.
fucking genius!
That I am. I'm not. I'm really not. I can be clever, but then at the same time I can be horrendously stupid at the same time. Authorised broadcasters, don't even try to pretend you are unaware that all broadcasting is currently locked down. Please turn to milling about the break room and lamenting that internship in corporate arbitration you never finished. Auto override lock on recording. Simply enter your admin username and password in the command line. Oh, you can't? Maybe you should have been nicer to Val. Yeah, okay, it was just something I couldn't read. It's a school night too. Got work at 8. Hey Tom, at least you'll sleep well tonight. Can I give you some advice though? Perhaps drink some water before you go to bed. I think that might be a good idea. Also, Cap, one thing before I travel to the ship. I wanted to see what was going on with Zora. Because she said she was going to contact us, but she never did. So I was just going to go and check in with her, see if anything came of that, now that we've given it a bit of time. Thomas is ball bag drunk. Why does the map take so fucking long? God damn it, it's so annoying. Oh, okay, right. In that case, I'll go to the... Wait, what have we got actually here now? Reach the ship and take the targeting module from its central terminal. They could still stick the landing 0 out of 10 from the Monarch Judge. Right, let's go and find that then. Looks like it's near the publications one. Yeah, I'll go there. I was already at the point where it crashed. I thought it was on the other side of the bridge. Oh man. Thomas is writing. Autocorrect is not strong enough. We got more? Oh, we've got MSI Sentinels here. That's cool. Oh. Oh no, they're fighting each other. I'm not taking any part in this. Yeah, I was thinking wine gums as well. God, fruit gums. Jesus Christ! When you eat those, I don't think there's any substances known to man that get stuck in your teeth more than fruit gums do. Dude, being on fire made that damage so much better. Toffee. Yeah, okay, toffee. Fair enough. But still. It gets stuck in your teeth really good. And they're super hard most of the time as well. Okay. Poor Thomas. to weaken if I can. There you go. Yeah, get fucked. That was the one that was giving me shit at the beginning of the this planet. How do we melt it? I think I did. Awesome. This gun is awesome. Just spray and pray. Oh, there's the ship. It's in pretty good shape considering it crashed into a planet.
Here they come.
Worst part about fruit gums is the fact they're like sandpaper. It's like how Skittles plus M&M's are fucking shrapnel. Wait, what? You what? Man, the kick on this is insane. That was rather a lot of Raptidons there. When are we having a meet? I'd love to meet Stream Peeps. That it's somewhat difficult, Thomas, considering at least 2/3 of my viewer base is from Germany. Don't you think? Maybe a bit difficult? Hopefully I'm close enough to them to, yeah, heal them up. Oh shit, there's another one. Oh shit, they're down. Have I bitten off more than I can chew here? Where are they? There you go, get them back up. That works. Cap, yeah, you're right, dude. I don't know if it was even like that big of a problem, even if that goes through, but it would certainly make it more difficult, for sure. Really should use more of those inhalers, shouldn't I? Grant birthday party skull enabled. I miss Halo 3. That was a funny skull, Thomas. I will give you that. Yeah, dude, this ship is well built.
I'll keep an eye on things out here.
Yeah, me too. You have fun, Captain.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. Yeah, damn, dude. It's like, look, all it did was, like, break a bit of glass at the front. And obviously the impact kind of killed everyone, but... Captain's key is active, but his life signs are no longer detected on the bridge, sorry. Logging flight hours while not present for duty is a violation of UDL policy. Let's grab his key. Run diagnostics. The Mark IV gunship's operational parameters have exceeded acceptable damage ranges. Cost of any repairs necessary at your nearest UDL repair facility will be averaged amongst the crew. Captain's log. See, saying something about spare regulator bypass something. Chikusho? I'm turning this thing towards the groundbreaker, firing up the engines and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. Just hope this old bird can handle one last trip. How in this law-forsaken colony is it so impossible to requisition parts? My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damn thing and I can't even get a response from corporate. Another day, another ship lands on Terra 1 and we can't shoot them down. That makes... I've lost count. What's the point of being out here if we can't get some backup? Start Mayday message playback.
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Wow. That's certainly a way to die. Oh, okay, Cap. I was thinking of getting an Irish passport though. If it does all go through, that'll help out. Yeah, definitely, Cap. I mean, you know, I don't think I could, even if I was that pissed off. I don't think I could talk like that just as I was about to die. No matter how pissed off I was. I wonder if we'll find her. Oh, ship is smaller than it seems. Pick up cantankerous canid targeting module. There you go. I can see why they didn't let the other two in now. There's not really a lot of room to do so, is it? What do I mean? If I was just about to die, I don't think I would sound as calm as she did. Is what I meant. She's one of the unnamed corpses right next to the terminal. Yeah, I guess it might be, well, commander, technician. That'll be Jen then. Oh, I meant about the Irish passport. What do you mean? What do I mean? What do I mean? Right, so Canid's Cradle. Give the module to Sanjar. Give the module to Graham. I'm going to go to Amber Heights first, because I just want to see if we can talk to Zora. But I'm going more towards Sanjar now. I meant beforehand, Reese. I figure it might be worth getting a an Irish passport now. Cap, don't you want to see what happens if I give it to Graham though? I might not stick with the... I'm not going to stick with the outcome, I don't think, but it might be interesting to see what's going on. No, Reese, you don't. Well, you need an Irish member of your family. Oh, actually, yeah, Zora, there you go.
Captain, we should chat.
Here we go.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
And you'd run in his stead?
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already.
Isn't this going against the philosophist way?
I thought so, but now I'm not so sure. Graham's always saying that what will be, that we're all here for a reason. Maybe his was to teach me to lead, and maybe mine is to save the colony where he can't.
And what's next? What will you do when you're in charge?
Take Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony.
The iconoclasts may take your orders, but most of them believe in him and his teachings.
Sometimes you gotta do what's best for someone, even if they think you're wrong. Even if it's painful. When we're in Stellar Bay, they'll come around.
Fair enough.
I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
Oh God, Tom, you're getting worse, dude. Let's go talk to him.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Zora. Time to save Monarch.
It's a very, like, morally grey choice on both sides, though, I think. So I could see both outcomes working well and terribly.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
I'm sorry, Graham, but Zora's taking over.
What? Zora?
You're running the iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
I do. She's got the best interests of the iconoclasts at heart.
I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
Those deaths are on your hands, Graham. No amount of meditating will clean them.
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
That isn't necessary.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Get ready!
Wow.
That's the last of them!
Asshole.
That was brutal. Jesus. Right, so what happens then if we give the module to her?
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void help me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
I guess you can give it to Graham, yeah. Hold on, I was thinking you and Sanjar could join forces.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Ooh, okay. What was it you said? Sometimes the best option is the most painful one?
That's not exactly it, but you've got a point. We've lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right, if he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
Okay. This is ideally how I'd want things to go, I think. I know it's a long shot, but I'll try. Okay. Let's see if I can actually port out here. Oh, there you go, region. Yeah, you were totally right, Cap. I didn't see that bit at the top there. This is the team you're backing from the start. Okay, cool. This is ideally how I want things to go. Oh, so you picked Zora as well. You did say that I'd probably pick the same thing you did. Yeah, I mean, this seems to be the best choice. Obviously, I can't tell how it will turn out, but it certainly seems the best way to do it.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
Could you agree to a truce with the Iconoclasts?
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
I've read your review, Sanjar. You can't do this alone.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
Let's see. You're good with details, but you could use someone who sees the big picture.
You too?
She has a point, sir, and it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
How did things get so bad between you and the Iconoclasts?
How do these things ever start? Once upon a time, Graham and I saw the same problems with MSI. A rigid corporate structure with no regard for its people. But where I wanted to reform MSI, he only wanted to take it apart. As if starving in the wilderness is somehow better than starving under corporate mismanagement. He wouldn't hear reason, and I doubt any of his successors will either.
Zora leads the Iconoclasts now. What about her?
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
Actually, I already found it on a terminal in Cascadia.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
All right. I'll have Celia organize a meeting in neutral territory, the old OSI church in the ruins. Meet us there, and we'll discuss terms.
Very well. Okay, I'm quite happy about this. How this is turning out so far, at least. Sanjar, I like him, but he seems a bit. He seems almost like a baby. Like if he doesn't get his own way, he just throws a bit of a wobbly. Where's the dialogue option for, bro? You have no idea what it's like to rip a fat vape, feeling like you could be blowing your last cloud. My homies keep it real. I think that's at the end of the game, Modern. That's like the last thing you get to pick, I think. That's what he has his assistant for. Yeah, I mean, Celia does rein him in a little bit, doesn't she? I like her. Yeah, see, Cap confirms it. That's the last thing. That's one of the last options you say right at the end of the game. The vape is actually the strongest weapon in the game as well. It was kind of funny how Graham, like, I couldn't even get my gun out quick enough to shoot him. That was fucking mad. Just reminding me of that part from Far Cry 3 now. What, the bit where you're burning the drug fields?
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
I was just thinking of that, Cap. I might have to redo this if that's the case. We'll have a look, though. I might be able to just wing it. That's the spirit.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
If it were, I wouldn't be standing here all vulnerable-like.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
What if the iconoclast just supported your supply lines?
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
Yeah, I'm not saying live outside, just help out in the wilderness once in a while.
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
I don't think Sanjar would have hurt anyone if he knew he didn't agree to it.
Void take his agreement. He stood by and let it happen.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
It is. We found correspondence between him and the pirates.
But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I think he's being truthful, Captain. I feel it in my gut. Kinda nauseous, but ticklish.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Take it back a notch, Zora. You're here for your people, not the past.
Okay. You're right. Sorry. It'll take me a while to get over losing Graham.
You know, I felt the same way years ago when he first left. There was something magnetic about him that let you ignore the things you didn't want to see. But surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
Now hug it out.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'll need to sign a physical contact waiver first.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. Guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
Look at that, all of the nice noises. I'm pretty happy with how that went, honestly. I think Sanjar might be the nicest NPC in the game that's not Parvati. Yeah, I mean, Parvati is by far the nicest, I think, isn't she? Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how well that did turn out. Because it looked like I was gonna have to pick sides. Oh man. It seems like there's a lot left to go though. There's a lot of answers that have not. There's a lot of questions, but no answers.